Thank you for coming today. Sit back and relax. You are about to watch another Modern Moose video. Enjoy. Welcome back. I am making another video. If it looks like I'm in the same shirt, it's because I am, because I did both these videos on the same day. But anyway, what I'm doing now is making something that's called Fatwood. You take wood, cut it down, strip it down, and you put it in a thing of melted wax, which is what is going on over here. I have went out, I had a burner, going on underneath of this so that it can melt the wax that's in there. Once that wax is melted, we'll take the wick out of it, and we will cut up this board. We'll baton it. Granted, you're supposed to do this with wood out in the bush, but I'm not in the bush yet, and I figured, you know what? I got plenty of wood laying around from the carpentry projects that I do. Why don't I just make my own fat wood before I ever even get out there? So I got my batoner, I got my wood, I got my knife out. Now we're just waiting on the wax to melt so that I can get that done. We will bring you back. Well, actually, yeah, it's still going. While I'm waiting for that to happen, I can start batoning. So we'll bring you back over here. Bring it down a little bit. Oh, you still can't see that. All right. Maybe we'll bring you over this way. All right. All right. So take our wood, pop your knife in. Go. There's one. Oh, it's still a little fat. Keep checking on my fire to make sure it hasn't went out again. So it's three pieces. Now, since you can't see them, I'll move them over here. Got a few pieces to baton down yet. My knife isn't the sharpest yet. I got some sharpening stones coming in the mail so I can work on that. It's actually a complete sharpening kit coming in the mail. The kit helps you keep your angle right. Make sure that you actually get the knife sharpened right, because if you get off on your angle, it can cause a lot of problems. You can completely change the angle of the knife, and that you don't really want to do. Well, I mean, some people do because they prefer 20 or 22 or 25. But me personally, I figure it's at 22, might as well keep it at 22, right? Now, once that kit gets in here, I will do another video showing you guys how that works. may even do an unboxing video with it. I got quite a little bit of stuff coming from Amazon again this time, so I may do an unboxing video of all my stuff when it gets here. Oh, it's taking that wax a lot longer to melt than I thought it was going to. But I also didn't want to do this project in the house. So I'm just using one of those burners that you see at like weddings and stuff. Alcohol burners that they put underneath of the food. I picked that up at Dollar Tree too. As you can tell, I picked up a lot of my goodies at Dollar Tree. But I figure when you have a resource like that, why not tap it, right? Dollar Tree is actually a pretty good resource for cheaper things that you're going to want. See, if it were sharper, it'd only take about one blow to get through this wood, because this is just pine. This isn't like a hardwood. Shouldn't take much to go through it, but taking a little more than I'd like. I was working on doing some feathering with my knife on this side. Feathering helps you build fire. Take that stuff right there, box it all up, well, package it all up, whatever. Process it. There we go. That might be the word I'm looking for. But anyway, you take it, put it in your fire, and get out your magnesium rod, your ferro rod, and about 3 strikes and you should have pretty good fire going. And I think the fire went out again, gosh dang it. Yep, sure did. Oh, it's just not enough elevation, I think. Let me take care of that real quick. We'll just take a couple of these pieces of wood that I've already processed, put them on there, and put that on top of that. There, now to get plenty of oxygen, I'll be able to see if it's melting or not. And hopefully it won't catch my wood on fire that I just put in there. Now we're cooking fire, literally. Only one more piece to baton. I did actually baton this too, but I did a major no-no when I did it, and I knew I was doing it, but I didn't have a piece of wood to baton it with, so I used my hammer on the back of the spine and kind of dented it up a little bit, but at least nothing broke and nothing bent. So it's all good. I'm making little indentions on my table where I'm beating the heck out of this hat. Just sent my tinnitus through the roof doing this. Oh, that's another fun thing that I've got that I don't wish on anybody, not even the worst of me. I have super hearing to begin with, and now I have tinnitus on top of it. So now I can't trust myself as to whether it's my tinnitus that's making that sound or if there's something else that's ringing or exactly what's going on. But it is rather annoying. All right, so I've got that all beat down. Now we're just waiting on the wax to melt. I guess I could show you guys some more feathering since we ain't got nothing better to do with our time. Get a piece of this pine out here. With the feathering, what you're doing, you got to find that right edge, or I mean that right angle to do it with. There we go. Well, it broke off. But if you find that right angle, you can make some pretty good feathering. And that's basically what you're looking for, is that round. With the feathering, you want to stay on the wood, not fall off. And once you have them feathered up, they'll act like a matchstick. You just light the feathers on fire and ba-bam. But you can, like I said, you can also take these shavings off and start a fire with them. Thought I had my edge cleaned up a little bit the other day, but it says a carbon steel. It's more difficult to put an edge on high carbon than it is on stainless, but carbon will last a lot longer. Once I get a good edge put on here, when I get my sharpening kit in here, then you'll see a major difference in the performance of the knife. It's not a bad knife. I like it. I haven't really been able to do any real bushcrafting with it yet, but it's heavy duty. It's heavy. It's got a 1/4-inch spine on it. So I mean, it's a good knife. It's good for what I'm wanting to do. I'll wax over just a little bit. I wanted to roll the candle over a little bit so that it melt on another side. As you can hear, we're getting rain, or maybe you can't. I don't know, because I don't have audio while I have video. But yeah, we're getting rain. So there's that. When I'm done with the Fatwood, I am going to use the cotton balls that are over here. I'm going to soak them in alcohol, and then I'm going to dip them in the wax. I don't know if that's going to work or not because I've never tried it, but I do know that you can dip them in alcohol and put them in a container and keep them, and they'll work just fine for fire starters. But I'm hoping maybe if I dip them in the alcohol, then dip them in the wax, that they'll work even better. Oh, sorry, my stomach's twisted today. Mentioning that, I don't know if I took any meds today. That could be my problem. I'm going to be right back. We'll restart the video. I'll bring you up to speed once the wax gets melted and we can keep going. All right, guys, I'll be back. So, one cut scene later, we have melted wax. All right, well, we'll just do it that way. Now what we need to do is lay the wood in there. Now you'll see it's starting to foam a little bit. What it's doing is taking all the water out of it, getting all the moisture out of it, and where the moisture was at is where the wax will go. So you just kind of sit here and let that bubble and boil and toil and trouble. However, next time I think I'm going to buy the small votive candle or whatever those other candles are called. So that way it doesn't take quite so long to do all this. Trying to melt that big candle, well, that took a little while. Once all the bubbling's done, then you take them out of there, put them in here, let them dry, and there you go. You got yourself some homemade Fatwood. It'll light up any fire you want to light. You just light them up, and then you throw 2, maybe 3 in the fire. Well, not in the fire, but in your pit, whatever. And then light them up, build wood around it, and you're good to go. Looks like I'm making a nasty concoction or something. I'm a witch. What can I say? But yeah, that's all there is to it, to making Fatwood. So this video is shorter, but that's okay because, you know, I got a second one out of the road and we're all good. Well, I'll leave it going. No, I'll cut you guys off again and splice seeing everything back together. Once they're done bubbling, I'll put them in here and let you see the finished product, and away we go. All right, I'll be back. All right, well, I told you I'd bring you back when I had some done, show you what it looks like. Not real anything right now, but yeah, that's what you'll end up with. That is an impregnated piece of wood with wax. So now I'm going to let y'all go and I'm going to finish doing what it is that I'm doing. You guys have a good day and we'll see you in the next video. Catch y'all later. Okay, guys, well, as you can see, we have reached the end of our time here together. So, this has been a Modern Moose video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Be kind to one another and make a friend today. In fact, find me and I'll be your friend. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next video.